Good morning, students. Welcome back to my class again. So, in previous classes, we discussed about the business activities types. So, there are two types of business activities. One is industry and another one is commerce. So, in previous classes, we learn about a deeper introduction regarding industries and the types of various subdivisions or various types of those industries. So, in this class, let me learn the another type of business activity, that is commerce. What do you mean by commerce and what are the types of commerce? So, commerce, we can easily, or we can, in a simple word, we can say commerce is nothing but it is that process which removes the obstacles of a person or a place while doing a business. So while doing a business, there it comes a lot of difficulties, lot of obstacle in our route. So to clear or to sort out those obstacles, to sort out those difficulties, the process which we use is known as a commerce. Okay, students, so let me know a meaning of commerce. So commerce means the sum total of all those processes which are engaged in the removal of hindrance. Hindrance is nothing but the obstacles or the difficulties of person, place and time in the exchange of goods and services. While we are exchanging a goods or while we are trading a goods from one place to another place, there may occur some difficulties or there may occur some problem. To sort out those problems, we are going to use the process that is a commerce. Okay, simple we can say, for doing any business or for doing any trade, the route or the for clearing of difficulties or the obstacle is known as a commerce. And we can also say that so commerce is those activity which remove the difficulties present in the flow of goods from a producer, from the producers to a consumers. So from production department till the consumers, what are those the activities or the difficulties will occur, removing those difficulties is known as a commerce. Okay, got it, students? So commerce is nothing but the process which are being engaged in the removal of hindrance, means obstacle of person, place and time in the exchange of goods and services. Now, the classification of commerce. Classification of commerce. So, again, commerce has been broadly classified into two types. One is trade and another one is auxiliaries to trade. So, first one is trade and another one is auxiliaries to trade. So, what do you mean by trade? In first class only, I has been given a small introduction regarding a trade and all the words which we have been using now. So trade is nothing but the activities where the buying and selling of commodities will occur. So trade means buying and selling of commodities, or we can say goods and services. So trade is nothing, trade is that way we are going to buy and sell the commodities, or we are going to buy and sell the goods, where the goods and commodities are buy and sell, that activity is known as a trade. Okay, trade means nothing but buying and selling of goods or services, or buying and selling of commodities. Okay, again this trade has been subdivided into two types. One is home trade or internal trade or domestic trade. And second one is foreign trade or external trade, or we can say international trade. Okay, so trade has been again subdivided into two types. One is home trade, internal trade, or domestic trade. Home trade also same, internal trade also means same, and domestic trade also means same. And another one is foreign trade, external trade, and international trade. Okay, so then what do you mean by home trade, internal trade, and domestic trade? So home trade is nothing but the trade which you are going to carry within the boundaries of a country. Okay, if we are doing a business in India, if we are doing a business in India and we are selling our goods in India only, that activity is known as a home trade, or that trade is known as a internal trade. Okay, the activity which we do, which we carried, or the trade which we carried within the boundaries of a particular country, that trade is known as a home trade, internal trade, or domestic trade. So home trade is nothing but a trade carried within the boundaries of the country. Not only in India, if the trade is doing in America, within the boundaries of the America, that trade is also known as a home trade. Okay, ಸೊ ವಿತಿನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಹೋಮ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್, ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೋಮ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ವಿತಿನ್ ದ ಬೌಂಡ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ is known as a home trade. Okay, then what do you mean by foreign trade and external trade or international trade? Yeah, exactly. So foreign trade is nothing but the trade carried within the, the trade carried between the countries. Foreign trade means trade carried between the countries. So foreign trade is nothing but the trade carried between the country. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ಬೌಂಡ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂಥ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, we are manufacturing our products in India and we are selling those products to New York. So this transaction or this trade is known as a external trade. Okay, here the New York is manufacturing a product and we are buying those products to India. So this also called it as a foreign trade. Okay, foreign trade means the trade which occurs or which carried out between two countries, one or two countries or two or three countries. The trade is known as a foreign trade. Home trade means within the boundaries of a country. Foreign trade means between the countries. Okay, again this home trade has been divided into two types. One is wholesale trade and the second one is retail trade. One is wholesale trade and another one is retail trade. So what do you mean by wholesale trade? So always we can say go and buy some products from a wholesale shop, right? Go and buy some products from a retail shop. We in our daily life we will use wholesale trade, wholesale shop and retail shop. Then what do you mean by wholesale trade and retail trade? So wholesale trade means where goods are purchased and sold in bulk or in a large quantity. So wholesale trade means the trade where goods are purchased and sold in a bulk. Bulk means in a large quantity, where we purchase a product or where we sell our product in a large quantity. That trade is known as a wholesale trade. Okay, we can say wholesale trade is nothing but without any middleman, direct from producers to a wholesale shop, and from wholesale shop to a consumer without any middleman. Doing a trade is nothing but a wholesale trade. By keeping a large quantity without any middleman, doing trade is nothing but a wholesale trade. Okay, then what do you mean by retail trade? So retail trade is nothing but the way the goods are purchased, where goods are purchased and sold in small quantities for final consumption. So retail trade means where the goods are purchased and sold in a small quantities. In wholesale trade, we are going to purchase or sell in a large quantities. In retail trade, we are going to purchase or sell in a small quantity. Here in retail trade, the retailer will going to buy a products from a wholesale, then the retailer will sell that product into a small quantities. Okay, suppose take an example. A retailer go for a wholesale trade and he purchase 10 kilo of sugar. Then for that 10 kilo of sugar, the retailer will sell in a small quantities, 1 kgs of sugar or half of kgs of small. In a small quantities, the retailer will going to sell that product. Is nothing but a retail trade. Okay, home trade is divided into two: wholesale trade and retail trade. The next one is foreign trade. Again, foreign trade or international trade, we are divided into three types. Subdivision of foreign trade. We are going to divide that into a three types. One is import trade, and another one is export, and another one is interport. Okay, foreign trade has been subdivided into three types, that is import, export and interport. So what do you mean by import? In simple, we can say import is nothing but purchasing a product from another country. Okay, import is nothing but purchasing a product from another country for a domestic purpose. So import means purchase of products from another country for domestic purpose. Okay, if you are purchasing any products or if you are purchasing any goods from another country to use in our own domestic purpose, that trade is nothing but the import trade. Okay, take an example A and B. So what happened? Here we are purchasing a good from a foreign country and we are using that goods in India. So this trade is nothing but the import trade. We are buying a goods from another country, that is incoming of products or incoming of goods in domestic country for domestic purpose is known as a import trade. Okay, then export trade means goods are sold here. Goods are sold to another country So export trade is nothing but the trade where the goods are sold to another countries. So goods to a foreign countries. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ನ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೋಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Import means purchasing a goods. Export means selling a goods to another country. Then what do you mean by interport? Interport is it refers to importing of goods from foreign country from foreign countries, not for domestic use, not for domestic purpose or use, but for re-export to another foreign country. So interport means importing a goods from a foreign country. Take an example. We are importing a car. Example, we are importing car from New York. Here what we are doing? We are importing. We are purchasing a car from a New York. Not for domestic use, not for using that car in India. We are, again what we do? We are going to sell that product to a Pakistan. That we call it as export. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಾರ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಿರಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾರ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ್ಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸಿಂದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಿರ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ, ಆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಂಟರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಂಟರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ importing a goods from another country, not for domestic purpose, but to re-export those products to another foreign countries by intention of gaining some profit. So profit ಗೋಸ್ಕರ one country ಇಂದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಂಟರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ and ಎಂಟರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ are the 3 types of a foreign trade. Okay, so in today's class what we learn about the meaning of commerce and the types of commerce in that trade. First one is trade. Trade are of 2 types. One is internal trade and another one is external trade. Internal trade are of subdivided into 2 types, that is wholesale trade and retail trade. Again, foreign trade has been subdivided into 3 types, that is import trade, export trade and interport trade. Okay student, did you got today's class? I hope you are getting my today's class. So after listening this today's class, please make sure to make your own notes and refer that own notes. Okay, thank you.